The third quarter of 2024 was looking slim, but after the wave of games announced in the summer showcases, it quickly filled up. So let's go over what I think are the more interesting games that are releasing in the months of July, August and September. July starts on the 2nd with the release of the Dawn Trail expansion for Final Fantasy XIV and the release of the first Descendant. Descendant had a beta a few months ago and it had mixed reviews about it. So while it's free to play, I recommend waiting a little to see if it's worth it. Darkest Dungeon 2 is launching on PlayStation consoles and Switch on July 15. Gestalt, Steam and Cinder is finally releasing on July 16. I played a demo last year. Click above to check what I thought of it. Bow, Path of the Teal Lotus is a Metroidvania inspired by Japanese folklore with heavy emphasis on platforming and acrobatic combat. It releases on the 17th. Dungeons of Hinterberg launches one day later and is coming for Xbox and PC. I'm interested in this one, but the previews talked about the combat being a bit stiff. Releasing on the same day is Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. I was interested when it was first revealed, but the development woes and delays this game went through made me take a step back. Kunitsu-gami, Path of the Goddess is a strategy action game made by Capcom. It mixes tower defense with real-time combat, fighting off hordes of demons. Let's see if Capcom manages to hit a success. Closing July on the 25th comes Frostpunk 2. If you are a hardcore fan of strategy games, this is the game for you. Pepper Grinder is going to release on August 6 for Xbox and PlayStation consoles. I wasn't much of a fan because I thought the controls were a bit sloppy, especially when you needed to do more precision platforming. But apparently I am in the minority opinion of this game. Cat Quest 3 launches on August 8. I got the second one for free and thought it was okay, so if you don't pick this game expecting something amazing, it should be fine. Steam World Heist 2 is a side-scrolling strategy game and launches on the same day. The first game was reasonably successful, so it has a fanbase waiting for it. Dredge, The Iron Rig is an expansion for Dredge that releases on August 15. I was hyped for Dredge, but when it finally launched, I was a bit disappointed since I felt the game ended up being too repetitive. But if you loved it, now there's more for you. Black Myth Wukong is the first big release of August. It launches on the 20th on PlayStation and PC. I'm still skeptical about this game. Concord releases 3 days later. I already talked about it on my previous video, so click above to check it out. World of Warcraft, The War Within is going to be out on the 26th of August. The last 2 games of August are going to be Visions of Mana, that launches on August 29, and Star Wars Outlaws, which Ubisoft will release one day later. September opens on the 3rd, with the release of Quidditch Champions, which should be fine if it's just as good as Quidditch World Cup, and Parcel Corps. Parcel Corps had some funny trailers and looks interesting, but I worry about the length of the game, because I feel like I've seen the same parts over and over whenever they show the game. Age of Mythology Retold is the remake of the strategy game Age of Mythology. I also talked about it in a previous video, so I just hope it is just as good as the original. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl releases one day later. After all the troubles GSC went through, just releasing the game is a victory. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection is coming out on the 4th, and it contains the second Investigations game that never released in the West. Ace Attorney fans have something to celebrate. And on the same day, PlayStation owners will have Astro Bot to play. Space Marine 2 will be finally out in the 9th. Let's hope the delay that gave Saber Interactive the time to really polish this game. The PC version of God of War Ragnarok releases September 19. It also comes with the Valhalla update. Ara, History Untold, managed to have a good show back in January, but after they went so quiet, people kinda forgot about it. Xbox will have to put this game in front of more eyeballs if they want it to succeed. On September 26, Nintendo closes the month with the launch of Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, the first time Zelda is playable since the cursed 3DO games. The game is a mix of the Link's Awakening remake with the Ultra Hand mechanic of Tears of the Kingdom. I'm still not sure how the reception for this game will be. These are the games releasing on the third quarter of 2024. If you want to talk about a game I didn't mention, leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you around.